This is about the the morons out there that think that the federal government's going to send every taxpayer in this country a $5,000 check. Whatever. I hope it happens, right? I hope it happens, just so that these guys can watch how much debt and deficit that adds. But we're neither here nor there. This person says, basically, if that happens, liberal voters shouldn't see a dime. I think you're right. I think that we should start having liberal voters be affected by liberal policies only, and conservative voters be affected by conservative policies only. For example, the next time a Republican president like Bush starts two wars, it should only be Republicans that go, and it should only be Republican tax dollars that pay for it. I was against the war in Iraq and against the war in Afghanistan, so I don't think that any of my tax dollars should have gone to that. I think that you guys should have been the one to foot that bill. And when it comes to increasing taxes on the working class in order to pay for tax cuts for the upper class, the only people that should see their taxes be increased as a result of that should be conservative voters, people who voted for Donald Trump. You guys shouldn't be able to use any of the infrastructure that's being built across this country as a result of the infrastructure deal that was passed under Joe Biden and signed into law by Joe Biden. You know, the one that all of the Republicans voted against, or a chunk, not all of, a chunk of the Republicans voted against. I shouldn't say all of the Republicans. That was far from the truth. But a big chunk of the Republicans voted against, but are now taking credit for. If you live in one of those Republicans' districts, you shouldn't be able to use any of those new roads or bridges or be able to enjoy any of that new infrastructure at all. Conversely, if you want an abortion, if you're a conservative voter, you shouldn't be able to get one, ever. If you're the mistress of a Republican elected official who got impregnated by your lover, you should be barred from getting an abortion. You should be made to carry your baby to term. Trump voters, conservative voters, they're the ones that should have to be educated under the policies that the Republicans are pushing. Everybody else should be able to be educated in the normal chain of education. I think it should extend to tax dollars as well, right? We generate X amount of tax dollars here in Illinois. We should get that amount of tax money back. Our money shouldn't go to Tennessee and Kentucky. It shouldn't go to Mississippi or Alabama. They should have to generate their own tax revenue. They shouldn't see a dime of blue state money. I'm down with this program. When do we make this program happen? When do liberals get affected by liberal policies and conservatives get affected by conservative policies? Because I guarantee you, after a couple of years of that program being in place, you motherfuckers are going to be begging for Democrats in office.